Have a look at this sat there, ladies and gentlemen. Hi guys, and welcome back to Archie Hamilton Racing and to another video where today you join me where I'm out and about for what is going to be an epic day ahead. You may be aware that coming to my garage shortly is a Toyota GR Yaris. A car which has been hotly anticipated and with incredible reviews online for good reason. It's an amazing little pocket rocket, basically a little rally car. It looks cool, sounds actually cool on this one. Today the place we're heading to is a guy who has already gone and modified his GR Yaris. A friend of mine, Johnny, he owns JCR Porsche. They now also do the Yaris as well. Not like the usual one you've seen online. It's already modified and it's very, very cool. Because my car is not too far away, I've never driven one. Can you believe it? I ordered a car and I've never driven one. Just because the reviews are that good. I've been a passenger one, but never driven one. So today we're also going to get a chance to drive one as well. I've come up in the M8, ladies and gentlemen, and it is filthy, as you can see. Hello, I'm here. And yeah, I actually did debate about putting wheels on this car, but didn't do it in the end. I don't know whether I should or not, but I kind of like the competition wheels. I kind of go with it, with the silver, with the black and stuff. I kind of think that's quite cool. So I haven't really changed that. I'm waffling. Should we go and see this insane Yaris? Let's do it. Here we go. Look what is behind me. It is the Toyota GR Yaris, but this is not a normal one like I have mentioned. This has been modified. It looks insane, and we're going to get Johnny to walk us around what it's got on it, exhaust wise. It sounds amazing, even louder than you may have heard before. It's had more done to it, which means it's faster as well. Have a look at this sat there, ladies and gentlemen, because doesn't that look insane? Look at the lights as well. They are very, very cool. So this does look different to the last time we saw it, and this is because this car, not only has it had exhaust upgrades by the guys here at JCR, it has new wheels, and these wheels are bigger. It's on Cup 2Rs as well, which means in the damp it will be a little bit slippery, but doesn't that just look awesome? I think the BBS wheels have completely transformed the car, and when he said he was doing wheels, I was like, how are you going to do this? And he was like, show me a picture. I was like, okay. And it now has given the car a lot more stance, hasn't it? Let's be honest, it now has so much more to it. Those wheels are insane, ladies and gentlemen. And I know for a fact that these wheels are quite expensive, more to come shortly. But the Toyota Yaris, GR Yaris, is such an epic car anyway, that now, when you look at that sat there, doesn't that look insane? The window tints are on there as well now, and it just now has so much more presence. And what a car for £33,000, if you can get one, that is. And obviously the pipes on the back as well, but honestly, they've completely transformed it. He always does good stuff to his cars. And let me bring him in. Johnny, how are we?
Good, mate.
Good? Yeah, good. Back again. And I mean, this is very cool because you've done... Come on, talk us around it.
Yeah, so obviously since the last time we saw it,
yeah,
at Brands, we've changed the... Well, first of all, we did a proper like geometry setup on the car.
Yeah.
It seems that from the factory, a lot of the cars are coming with the wheels pointing in all sorts of directions. So we squared all that up and made it as we like. The car's immediately better just with a decent geometry setup on it. We've then, obviously the obvious change is the wheels and tyres.
Yeah, we'll have a look at the wheels.
So, it's a BBS E88 Motorsport, which is probably a bit of an overkill wheel for a Yaris, but...
What would people usually see these wheels on?
It's a motorsport wheel, so usually you'd see it on... They're really popular with the guys at Nürburgring, on all of the like M3s and M2 track cars, and it's kind of like a Porsche BMW kind of wheel. Well, they're still 18s, but we've gone up an inch wider on the width, and that's allowed us to fit a much wider tyre. So now we're running a 265 Cup 2 Connect, which is obviously like 40mm wider than the standard tyre.
Okay.
So the grip levels now are just incredible.
Is it mad?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
So because when we last drove it, it was mad, and now...
Yeah, I mean it's changed the character of the car a little bit. So now it's kind of, you've got a lot more grip, and then when it does move, it's a bit less progressive.
So it'll snap.
What you would expect, really.
Okay.
But ultimately, it'll be faster, and that's what.
Are they lighter than the stock wheels?
It's not actually. No, it's around about 1 kilo heavier as a complete package.
Oh, that's all right.
But obviously, that's with a 40mm wider tyre.
Yeah.
And a 1 inch wider wheel. So it's a really light combination still. But no, I mean, to be able to get that much more tyre on the car and that much more wheel.
Because a lot of people have been getting aftermarket wheels, but they've been a lot heavier. Because Toyota have already like made the current one actually already good.
Yeah.
That this is quite good. That this is fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically as a combination, they are a bit heavier, but in terms of performance,
it's not going to change, is it?
You're still going to be way faster with this than you would be
because of the tyre size.
With a lesser tyre.
So that's what you've done. They've gone a tyre size up, and you can see how that is. And obviously, bigger tyres equals bigger performance.
Lots more grip, yeah.
Okay.
And the other thing that we've changed is we've done the front section of the exhaust, so
which we can't see here.
From the turbo, but just kind of beyond the turbo.
Yeah.
So the downpipe is still stock, but we've done what we're going to call our front pipe. But essentially, there's a secondary cat in the car, which we've now taken out, and now it's got a silenced titanium front section on it, and that's transformed it. So it's like now it's quite a lot faster.
Really?
So,
okay.
Which is interesting because it's surprisingly quick. I know I kept on saying it on the last video, but it
is quick. It is quick.
You need to get out of your head the fact that it's a Yaris.
Get this out of your head, because it's more of a rally car. And when we took this on a track, it was absolutely insane, and we overtook everything. The video is on YouTube. Let's talk about here, because what you guys do, you do different exhausts. So this, if you haven't seen the video, this has a titanium system.
Yeah.
The first titanium system, and you've got a few different ones, right?
Yeah, so basically we're doing 4 versions of rear. So you've got non-silenced, a single silenced version, which is what's on the car now.
Yeah.
And then we've got twin silenced and triple silenced. So the whole idea with all of our parts is to kind of create a catalogue, if you like, of parts which are all interchangeable with themselves.
Yeah.
So more JCR parts they're interchangeable with, but also they're interchangeable with stock. So
got you.
Now we've added our front pipe, but you can actually run our front pipe with the standard rear if you wanted to. So it kind of just means that the number of combinations of possible configurations is huge.
Mad.
Because everybody's different. Not everybody wants it to be really loud.
And with my car, we're going to do it different to this car. So we're going to do it we're just going to mix it up, because like I say, my difference might be not the same as your difference.
Yeah, exactly.
Your sound might be different to what I like. Yeah. I like straight piping them. Anyway.
Well, there you go.
So it's time to take out the GR Yaris. I am buzzing for this. Should we hear it with the door open? It sounds good. They've done a good job on this, as they do with all cars. But like I say, I've got one coming, but I've never driven one. But this with the wider... Oh, roads may be icy. Drive with care. You know, we've got Cup 2Rs on, we'll be all right. Weird, in fact, being back in a manual car. I have not driven a manual car for ages. Flipping hell! That was like 20% throttle. He said it was faster, and yes, she fast. I tell you what, you can really hear that exhaust. Oh, it's so good. And that is one of the reasons why I've got one coming. The fun factor. Tell you what, it honestly feels so weird being back in a manual. This has got some noise. Whoa! I tell you what, anyone who thinks one of these is slow, please take that out of your mind and just take the car, the appreciation of what this car can do. So nice to drive. He still needs to do suspension, I believe, so it's going to sit lower. But I'll tell you what, when you're in second gear and then you start feeding the power in, listen to it. Can you hear that? Whoa! It is so fast. What the hell? This thing is mad. Guys, I'm not over exaggerating. When I get on the power, heel and toe. It's just there. Second gear. Oh my god! Insane! And the way it handles now, compared to when we did the track day, it's just crazy. The bigger tyres have just given it sort of more stability. Tell you what, fun, and I knew that was going to be part of this. But even now I'm like, so good. Mods, you've got to do them in the right way, and this has been done bang on. Whoa. If you were on a track day or on a anywhere and you had a GT3 RS and you're in the damp or anything, like we proved before, this would beat it, let alone anything else. It's, I tell you what, for 30, right, here we go, third, second, whoa, I tell you what, I can see what all this hype is about, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you that, because, oh, it sounds so good with the exhaust. 33 grand. If you can get hold of one, go and get one and have some fun, because that's what this is. A pocket rocket full of fun. And now it's got the exhaust on it, it's got the wheels on it, it's got the bigger tyres on it, it's got the extra part of the exhaust on it. It's just good. Dealership where my car is coming from, I spoke to him last night. He gave me an update. I said, a quick question. I want to explain to my audience how long it takes if you're interested in getting one. So let's say you phoned up Toyota. I'm thinking about getting a GR Yaris this year. It's 2021, they must have some available. He said December. December. You cannot get hold of one before then. And I said, okay, if you want a full circuit pack and everything, which this car is, and my car, potentially next year. They are still fetching over list, and I've seen it so many times online. Is it worth over list, like 4 or 5 grand over? Yes, because it's still under 40 grand for what is the most fun, I think, you can have for that amount of money. It's just a great bit of kit. And now it sounds flipping cool, this one. But anyway, I'm buzzing for mine, but this, with what it's got on it, it's just so much fun. I don't want to get out of it. I'm blipping the throttle on the way down, I'm doing all sorts in cars which these days we're spoiled. The RS6, you play around with the gears and think nothing really happens. You know, on the M8, nothing really happens. On this, it's just, I just went down to first gear because I can. Why not? But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. I've loved it. And what they've done with this car, they've transformed it, and they're going to transform mine, and just wicked. So there we go. I've just jumped out of the insane, should we say, modified Yaris, and that is awesome. It's so quick and just fun. That's what I've said in the whole video. It's got an amazing fun factor, but let's quickly look at it before we head on our way. It is all parked up. I'll hand the keys back, and then I am buzzing for future Yaris content, ladies and gentlemen, because it is just that much fun and looks the part. And honestly, that was such a fun drive which I just had. One of the most fun I've had for such a long time. It's just, like I say, fun. On idle, can we hear it? Just on idle, it sounds chaos on idle. Very, very cool. But I hope you guys have liked it. Make sure that you check out JCR Porsche. I'm so used to saying Porsche, but these guys, Developments, JCR Developments, they're doing a lot more with the exhaust, the wheels. I believe suspension is on its way, and then we have a lot of other things as well that is going to be happening also to the cars. But we're going to be working together with our cars. We're going to be doing all sorts, and they're going to be doing the work on mine, and etc, etc, etc. And we're just going to be carrying on and developing this and just taking it to the next levels, because what a bit of kit it really is. Guys, give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments down below. Like I say, check them out, and I hope you like it. It's fun. I'm buzzing for more with it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you all racing.